terms that I picked were honesty and bravery. I chose these because they overall just stood out the most to me, and I feel like I notice and see these more in my everyday life, and these are important to me in my life. For the reflection questions for honesty, the first one is, how well do you honor your commitments, agreements, and compromises in your personal and professional relationships? I think that I do this very well because this is very important to me. One thing about me is I'm not going to break a promise. I'll never break a promise. And I definitely stick with my word and go through with any agreements or commitments that I've made. Whether it be, with a job, if I said I was going to work, I'm going to work. If I made a plan, I'm going to stick with that, because that's, like I said, important to me. And I don't like the way that this makes me feel when other people do this to me, because I know that it's hurtful and it can definitely cause hurt. And so overall, I think that I definitely honor those things very well. When you make a mistake, how easy is it for you to take responsibility for it? Overall, I think that I take responsibility for, majority of the mistakes that I make, because it's important for me to make things right with everyone. I know that I don't like anyone being upset with me. I don't like people being mad at me. And so if there's a certain situation where I know that I've made a mistake, I definitely try and take responsibility for it so I can make things right. I know there's certain situations where it might take longer for me to take responsibility, like if something happens that makes me just upset or aggravated in the moment, I might not think about it and acknowledge what I might have done. But once I cool down and I calm down and think back on the situation, normally I'm definitely able to realize what I have done, and I take responsibility for it, and am honest about it and try and make things right. How often do you neutralize guilt by making excuses, blaming, minimizing, or rationalizing the truth away? Are you aware of these processes when they are happening? Kind of going back to the last question, I feel like I'm pretty good about taking responsibility for what I do. I don't try and blame others in situations that I know I'm wrong, that I know I've done something. I own up to it and I take responsibility for it. So I don't feel like I do this very often. And the only time that I can honestly think of right now that I have done this, I've been aware of it. It's normally just if I'm in an argument with my siblings or something. More than likely, there's definitely been situations where I blame them. But other than that, I don't think that I do that very often. How do you give feedback to others? Is it constructive, direct, or challenging? Do you avoid giving feedback even when people are not treating you as you would like? I feel like I kind of give feedback in a challenging way. Sometimes I find it hard to stand up for myself and to express my feelings and express what another person has done to hurt me. So I guess it makes it hard to give feedback to those people. And I definitely think that I avoid giving feedback overall when people are not treating me the way that I would like, because once I try to stick up for myself, I find it, challenging. Not very good at that. How might you improve on your own modeling of honesty to others? I think one thing I could do is encourage honesty to others. Really just show the importance of it, and encourage others to be 100% honest in their everyday life and to take responsibility and own up to their mistakes and stuff. And for the questions for bravery, the first one is, how is your bravery expressed? I feel like one way that my bravery could be expressed is by me taking risks. I'm not normally afraid to try new things, to take opportunities to do new things. And yeah, I think that is one way that it could be expressed. How does bravery lead you in directions that have a positive impact on your life, or negative? For positive, bravery definitely opens doors for new opportunities in my life. When I've had bravery and been brave in certain situations, there's definitely been new opportunities that have happened in my life. And a negative impact on my life, I think, is self-doubt. Going back to one of the questions, not being very confrontational when something hurts my feelings, when I'm not treated the way that I want to be treated. I don't stick up for myself very well that often, and this could, cause self-doubt and cause a negative impact on my life. How does bravery cause people to admire you? I guess just encouraging. If other people look at me and see that I'm open to new things and open to new opportunities, then maybe it can encourage them to do the same, because I think it definitely impacts my life in a positive way when I'm not scared. And looking back on my life when I was younger, I was really, really super shy, scared to try any new thing. I wasn't very social. I didn't go out and do very much, so I wasn't, and there was not very many new opportunities that happened in my life because I didn't do very much to help that. And I think when I was like that, I feel like overall mentally I was not happy, not overall. My mental health was not as good when I was like that, and I feel like I can tell a difference and see a difference when I have shown bravery and had bravery in my life, and overall it definitely has affected me positively. How does bravery cause people to worry about you? I think one of the things could be going back to not being very confrontational or sticking up for myself. If I'm being treated wrong, or if something happens, I'm not very good about sticking up for myself and confronting who is hurting me and what is hurting me. And I think that maybe this could help people. This could cause people to worry about me, just by letting people walk all over me, and stuff like that. How does bravery exclude you from certain experiences or opportunities? Even though I'm always open to try new things and to take risks and stuff like that, there's definitely been times where I have missed out on some things when I haven't had bravery and stuff. Like I said, when I was younger, I was very shy and not open to any new things. I didn't like trying new things. I didn't like getting out of my comfort zone. I didn't like change. So I definitely think that I missed out on certain experiences or opportunities. And how important is bravery to your self-image? I think it's really important because, once again, I would like to encourage people and other people to be able to look at me and see bravery and help to encourage them to show bravery and to not be scared to try new things and take risks and stick up for yourself and stuff like that. What motivates you to act bravely? I think one thing is my mental health, because like I said before, I can see a difference in my life looking back on my mental health when I did not show bravery, when I was, not very social, shy, was scared to do new things, scared to try new things, and then now I feel like that has changed and my mental health is overall way better than it was in that state of my life. And I think bravery is really important to to those in their everyday life, and I think it's important to me because of the impact that it has made in my life and the differences that I've seen when I have shown bravery versus not. And I think it helps to build confidence and strength. It helps you stand up for what is right, stand up for yourself, not to let people walk over you, and it helps to overcome fear. Any fear you're facing or going through, bravery definitely helps you to get through that. And I think that it inspires others and is overall important. And honesty, the same thing. Honesty is really important in my life. I think that it is very important to me for others to be able to trust me. That's one thing. I always want people to trust me. And I always want to be able to have trust in people, because it's hurtful. It's really hurtful being lied to, and when you know that someone's not being honest to you. So overall, I think that both of these things definitely are important in your everyday life.